Hi, I'm Della Goff with Sutton Real Estate. Welcome to the Vancouver West Neighborhood Show, where small businesses and organizations get to tell their stories and share their products and services. Come join me today and see who we're going to meet. Hi, I'm Della Goff with Sutton Real Estate, and today we have the pleasure of meeting Winson Ho, who is the manager of Jess Restaurant. It's a beautiful upscale restaurant in the middle of Kerrisdale. Winston, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm glad you found me on my only day off of the
Yes.
week.
Does that mean you're not open today?
Oh, so we're only open from Tuesday to Sunday, and Monday is our only day off that we actually close.
Okay.
So it gives everybody a rest instead of making them work 6-7 days a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Winston, I know that this restaurant opened up right in the middle of COVID, and here you are, you're still going. So can you just tell us a little bit about how the business got started?
So a little about the background. It was kind of soft open around December of last year, end of December roughly. And then in January they did a grand opening. So they ran the place from January to March, and then the dine-in happened.
Yes.
You couldn't dine in anymore after like around March 28th or 29th.
Mm-hmm.
And then since that, it's been sealed for 2 months, around 8 to 9 weeks. And then when we could resume to normal and have dine-in at 50%, now 100% now, during that wait period, a lot of the staff that worked here, I would say around 90% of the staff that worked here, they actually all left this place and found other jobs. Is because in this industry it's kind of hard where most of the people are paycheck to paychecks, they have to pay rent,
yeah.
and so on.
Yeah.
So I actually took over on June 1st.
Okay.
We've been running for a month now,
Mm-hmm.
and we're heading into July. And we're still rebuilding right now, and
Yeah.
hopefully that we'll rebuild it to a way where it was supposedly going, and
Yes.
we'll get
Yeah.
to there. Yeah.
Well, I know one thing is that I've eaten here a few times.
Yes, I've seen you many
And
times actually.
the food is amazing. Can you tell us a bit about what kind of cuisine you're offering here and what the atmosphere is all about?
Yeah. So when it was first started, we actually went through. Let's go a bit of the background. So the owners are Koreans. They're
Mhm.
Korean. They got a Korean company that runs other things, and this was more of like their side little project that they wanted to start, and they wanted to try the restaurant, food and beverage
Okay.
industry,
Mhm.
and that's how this all came to place.
Mhm.
And the design was pretty much the owner's idea, what they imagined it would be, and they put it together slowly.
Mhm.
We went through one or two chefs before. Unfortunately, with COVID and everything, sorry about that. Either something didn't work out in the kitchen, or they found something better, or they had to find another job, or there really wasn't any work.
Mhm.
So finally, before I was brought onto this company in June, we actually have a chef we hired 2 months prior to that,
Okay.
and it was basically when March dine-in was sealed in, and the company went to look for somebody.
Okay.
And right now, the chef that we have, his name is called Pierre.
Mhm.
He's actually from France. When
okay.
he was younger, he was early 20s to like late 30s. He was majority in France working for Michelin 2
Oh wow.
restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very high quality
Yes,
restaurant.
and so
Yeah.
he's done his dues pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
and
that's
yeah.
great.
And then
So-
he
so-
came like probably 4 or 5 years ago, and then
Okay.
he really liked Canada. So this is kind of where we found him, and he
Okay.
settled here.
Can you tell us, just give us a couple of examples of the type of food
So
you can expect to get here?
right now we actually have lunch, we have high tea, and we
Oh.
also have happy hour and dinner. So
Okay.
we go straight through from 11 in the morning to 10 at night.
Okay.
And from lunch you get like pastas, linguinis. We're doing burgers, sliders, kind of like your quick meal. If you're
Okay.
in the area, you have an office. You get a quick 30-minute break. You come in for a quick coffee, tea, and then have your own lunch, and there you go. That's kind of designed into where it's you order it quick, it comes out quick,
Right.
and then you can get in and out pretty
Okay.
good with like proper food as well, right?
Right.
And then for high tea, it actually happens during the same time, and it goes from 11 to 3, and that actually allows people that okay, probably it's your day off for that day, and you actually don't want to rush lunch.
Okay.
You can order lunch but still enjoy a high tea and sit here for like more than 1 or 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of why, weirdly enough, that we listed both of them at the same time. And then lastly, we have happy hour. Right now, it's still a very limited menu because it's a 2 hour span that really
Okay.
allows the staff to switch over from morning to night,
Right.
and also for us to kind of meet the neighborhood because most people are starting to get it off their days off and come in for a quick beer, quick bite, and just
Right.
gather with their friends a bit or coworkers. And then dinner starts at 5, and it's actually more of a course dinner, where right now it's kind of divided into course 1 and course 2, where you have appetizers and main. But we always encourage that we are fine dining, but we're very casual. So it's shareable, but at the same time, you don't have to do the full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courses.
Right.
Where
Right.
we're very flexible and we're adjustable to see how the guests want to dine today. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what is one of your, or what are guests saying about what's their favorite dishes on the menu?
So the menu right now, I would say for lunch, the pastas, the linguinis are actually like the mushroom linguine. That's a very top favorite right now,
Okay.
and people just come have their pasta, or some people have their burgers and their sliders. And then for high tea, they have a 2-tier set or a 3-tier set. The 2-tier actually comes with like a cheese fondue on top.
Oh,
So
wow.
if people really want that savory, they can go into that as well. And then for the 3-tier, it's actually more of like a sandwich type, and then but there's more sweet stuff on there as well. So it's
Okay.
more directed toward the sweet tooth. And then for happy hour, one of my favorites that actually carries through dinner as well. It's a fried cauliflower.
Oh, okay.
But then due to the owners are from Korea, it's actually made with like a Korean hot sauce
Oh, wow.
that is battered with it, and then they fry it afterwards. And actually, it's a very new way of serving cauliflower, I would say. It's a great snack, and we try to run it throughout the day. And so far, it's been very popular.
Well, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yes. And then for dinner, honestly, I would say for appetizers, the Korean tartar, it was built very nicely because usually old tartars are like it's very savory. You have bread on the side, and you pair it with bread,
Right.
and it's just all saltiness, all savoriness. But with the design that Pierre actually put through is that it's paired with a salad, some fruits, and also like little cherry tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
And then you can still have the savoriness by they put a raw quail egg on top that you can pour over.
Okay.
And then, or if you think it's too savory side for you, he's actually has a little honey mustard seed that they marinated, and you can mix that into your tartare as well, which will actually try to balance out both savory and the sweet side and find the perfect balance for each bite that you want to do.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of deconstructed a lot of his dishes so far. And then for main dinner, I would say, due to sorry about that, due to he grew up in France, childhood like countryside.
Yeah.
It's kind of great that he brought one of the best things I would say is honestly the vongole. It's basically clam pasta mixed with garlic and all that.
Oh, okay.
I would say I've had a lot of that all over the world as I traveled, but due to the sauce that he makes
Mm-hmm.
from that, because it's like a home recipe, and it's honestly, I would say, one of the best thing on the dish.
Oh,
And
wow.
this will also actually show you what his strengths are, because in authentic like French cuisine, sauces are usually the main
Right.
concentration.
Yeah.
Whatever, like everybody can have the same meat, everybody can have the same fish,
Right.
but it's basically what kind of sauce will you pair with it. And that dish and the other dishes, the highlights I would really say is his side pairings and how he designed his dish, and also his sauces.
Okay. Well, you've sold me. We're coming back.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me what has been something interesting that you've learned about this restaurant that people might not know.
So, I am actually putting the puzzles together for the past. I've only been here for a month.
Yes.
So I'm actually putting the puzzles together. If you walk in, you'll see a lot of people are taking photos, and when they walk in, they'll see the long line of chandeliers. I didn't know this for the first couple of weeks, and then I later read about it and realized that this took them 9 to 10 days to hung on one by one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then I was like, so how did they create the wavelength? And apparently they made me climb up one day and showed me that each of these crystals, each of these pendant actually has a alphabet number and also a number that will actually line it up from 1 to 30 for each row.
So it's like a puzzle.
Correct. Apparently it's a really big puzzle that took them a long time to hang. And when they first did it, it was like, is this worth it? Because they only did like the first part of it.
Yeah.
And then after like halfway, they're like, no, it's starting to come to fruit, and it's actually looking like something that they imagined. And eventually that worked.
Well,
out.
it is very beautiful and unique. There's no question about that. The whole restaurant is actually, it's a very upscale restaurant, and it's very comfortable coming in here.
Yes.
Food is amazing. And the drinks too. There's another thing that you've got a good bartender there as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. And here you are in the middle of Kerrisdale, so what more could you ask for? You just need, COVID is done now, so we just need summer to pick up your business. So yeah, well, I just want to thank you so much, Winson, for your time today, for letting us know about this restaurant, and can you just tell people where you're located? So
if you're from Kerrisdale, I've been telling them the street number. It's 2179 41st Avenue West Avenue. I've been telling people all this, but they don't actually know, like, where are you at? And then the moment I tell them that I'm at the corner of Starbucks, and everybody's like, oh, okay, I know where that is. And that's how I've been pointing people towards us. And then at the same time, once I say that, well, we're right next to that area, just find a place with the darkest windows or a wide open window. You'll find us exactly, because our signs are quite small.
Yes.
And we kind of wanted to make it a little hidden gem within Kerrisdale.
Right.
But do look us up. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Google, and everything as much as we can. Thank you.
Well, here you are, and I think you've made it through COVID, and it's a great restaurant. So I believe you're going to be very successful. The bad times are behind you. So I just want to thank you again for taking the time to talk with me. I'm Della Goff with Sutton Real Estate. If you have a business that you would like to feature on my website, just go to my website, Parkbench Kerrisdale, and please do check out Jess Restaurant. It's well worth it. Please do shop and eat local. Thank you again, and have a great day.